Every episode starts with its own hiccups and its own technical issues. Today, we got complaints on our YouTube that my camera's never in focus. So I've really, really tried for you, Peter Chima.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. I hope that this... I'm looking at it right now. And
Yeah.
It looks good. Now, we will see what happens once we're in it, you know?
Yeah,
once
because
we're
when I
flowing and vibing, I'll lose track of what's happening over there. And
Here's what happens on my end. I'll get the footage. I'll be like, oh, sweet, the new Chris footage has just dropped. I'll download this. I'll put it in my editor, and then it'll be every shot starts with you like this, like, and then you sit back right out of focus.
it's perfectly in focus because I'm leaning forward.
Yeah.
I lean forward like this. You'll see it, and I correct it, and then
No,
I
don't-
guess I lean back. No, I didn't touch it this time.
Or you lean back too far or something, but then halfway through you lean forward. There's like a sweet spot. But
I'm
I
just
think
gonna try a little like a George Stroumboulopoulos lean forward for the whole thing,
Ooh.
and maybe that'll. You know how he leans too far into the person that he's interviewing.
that might be
That-
might be good for the energy too of the thing.
The clip was going around a lot during with that Britney Spears doc. I mean, like, look how far this male energy is into her space, and you're like, yeah, it is. He's really in there.
Yeah,
He's like, so, do you think the media is too hard on you? Do you think the media really paints you a different picture of you? And he's like breathing in her mouth.
like, look how these men lean. You're like, hey, honestly, good call. But just to be clear, it is definitely him specifically all the time.
Yeah. Because, yeah, George Stroumboulopoulos is one of those guys that's sort of like, I'm on your side. This isn't a normal interview. We're just rapping. It's just me and you here. I'm a normal dude. I was happy.
Yeah,
Look at
what
how
about
casually I'm leaning forward.
is that? And the thing is, like, they're like, oh, look at this, like that male energy or whatever. But like, isn't it equally male energy for the David Letterman, the like leaning far away, being like, yes, you're kind of a slut, aren't you? You're like sleeping around, you little slut. And he's just
lean
leaning
back. Is that
just leaning back far away from the guests, just like being so rude to them.
he can be pretty rude. He can be a pretty rude man.
He's gonna find. Are you gonna put it in the tag, and then he's gonna look at this video?
I'm gonna
up?
tag him. Yeah.
Just like Pete Holmes looked up the last one.
Yeah.
Do you think he's mad at us?
Who?
Pete Holmes.
No.
Okay.
This time, it's different. With Peter and Chris. This time, it's different.
Welcome to the podcast. We've just been riffing on George Stroumboulopoulos. This time the podcast is different because nothing is going to go wrong technically. It's
We
going to
have
be a
it
perfectly...
figured out.
Yes, we finally figured it out. It's going to be perfect. We're going to stick the landing on this one. And I think you'll find that technically it is flawless.
Meanwhile, people who are listening just to the podcast are probably like, it sounds like it's been in focus the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
They don't see
exactly.
the problem.
Yeah, the listeners don't
Yeah.
give a shit. But
Actually,
today it's just you and
yeah.
I. It's just you and I having a chat and a laugh.
Listen, here's the thing. Like, okay, fine. We screw up. We make mistakes. Okay. But at least we haven't made a mistake that you can like see from space that everybody is talking about on the news.
Why,
Like
what do you mean?
I'm talking about the Suez Canal. This is getting topical.
is that
This is
like
going to
that,
prove to you that we record these very recently.
Right, is that boat?
There's that yeah, it's that
What,
boat.
you thought, what is that boat that's
What
stuck
is it,
there?
that boat?
Well, I mean, if that's such a big problem that for me, that's when I just go, well, this is going to work itself out. We're either going to like learn to live with this. We'll like build another build another canal, like dig a hole around
Build another
the
canal.
boat. Build another canal around the thing.
Turn that one into a museum.
Yes, exactly. Take a look at this big ship, and you can watch the other boats go around the big ship in this new canal we've made. We've solved it.
What I like about that too is like now maybe in the new one another boat gets stuck, so we just like dig another canal. So it's like after a while there's just like hundreds of little boat museums and it's like a little maze to get your boat through there. But yeah, apparently it's going to make stuff cost a bit more. I think oil is already up, but I also don't really know what that means.
This affects us in our normal life.
This
I
is
thought
gonna
this is just
affect
a
you.
boat stuck in a thing.
No, okay, let's say you're trying to go get a fresh new poang from IKEA.
Okay.
Apparently, a bunch of IKEA's shit is on that boat right now.
No, because I am in the market for a Langfall IKEA desk chair.
You can't
And
get
they're
it.
Always sold out. I want
Yeah,
the blue
it's sold
one.
out forever now. It's on the boat. It's stuck in Egypt.
Well, now this affects me.
Yeah, it
Now I
affects you now.
care. Let's get this boat out of there.
But don't blow it up now because
No,
you want
no,
your desk.
because I need my chairs. You can't make new ones of those. Not quickly, apparently. Always out of stock. Jesus. They make like 4 a year, apparently.
4 of those desks.
The Langfall chair. Le Langfall. LLA with 2 little dots over it. Really weird. Lovely chair.
LLA
You want to take a
fall.
look? Yeah, we'll
desk.
place a
Yeah,
link
I'm
for
looking at
that in the
Yeah.
description for you.
it. This desk looks so. It's
not a
height
desk,
adjustable.
It's a chair.
Oh, I'm looking at Langfall desk
Langfall chair.
chair.
Yeah.
It says here Langfall. Oh, those are nice chairs.
Right?
You have to
Yeah.
get it from IKEA.
Well, I mean, that's where you buy them.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
They're always in stock at Richmond, though, so maybe I can get you to drive over to Richmond and get me one of these chairs and then drive
Sure.
it over to Toronto.
Yeah,
Across
I think
the
we just.
country.
I think it just goes through the Suez Canal. Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh, no! I typed in before this.
Yeah.
I typed in really good podcast questions.
Because
I
nothing's
thought
gonna
that-
go wrong, so you're like, well, we better come up with some content.
Yeah, no. Now that it's technically a perfect episode,
Yeah.
still in focus.
Still checking it.
I thought that we could. I could ask you this really good podcast question.
Fucking okay. I'm ready.
Okay, and then there's a couple here, but they're going to open up little pockets of conversation for us that we never thought we could get to. Just new levels of deepness in our friendship that we never knew existed.
This time it's different because we're gonna get deep.
Okay, and it's gonna seem like a superficial like whatever question, but I think we'll get to something here.
Am I nervous? Should I be nervous? I feel
No.
nervous.
They're very
I feel
light,
scared
very light,
and nervous.
Very
Okay.
light questions. Do you remember your sexual awakening?
Oh my god.
Do you remember
Yes.
the moment when you're like, I don't know, 12, 13, 11, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's your age. It's your age. Where you like were like, "Oh wow, I think I know it. Wow.
Yeah.
I think I know what sex is, or
Yeah.
this is a new feeling." And it's good to give you time to think of it. I could give you a moment.
No, I'm good to go. I'm ready.
Or there was a moment, the moment when you're watching like The Mask.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim Carrey's
Oh, this
The
is yours.
Mask.
This is getting specific. So this is yours.
And you're watching it with your parents, and then Cameron Diaz enters for the first time. And she's
Right.
walking into the bank, and she's
Yeah.
just come out of the rain.
Totally
and
naked.
You're like, wow, this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And then you become very self-conscious and very aware of how many times you're just normally swallowing. You don't want to go like the cliche, oh, like
Yeah.
when your parents are right there. So you just sort of like, I just remember holding like a bunch of spit in my mouth because God forbid I swallow too hard. And then my mom's just like, what the... Are you attracted to her? No, not yet. It's too early.
Not
You're
yet.
my boy. Oh, why you are but 12.
Okay.
So there's just, to wet your whistle.
Wait, I need to. I gotta dive in on that really quickly because
Okay, sure.
all I heard from you was like, Cameron Diaz is your sexual awakening, which is great. That's awesome.
Well,
for
it's
you.
one of the, it comes to mind. There's probably an earlier moment for sure.
But the thing I want to talk about is like, because you were basically like, hey, when you see the most beautiful woman in the world and your mouth just fills with spit.
No, you have that
Is that what
nervous,
happened?
like swallow. Have you never like
I guess so.
like your crush
yeah.
in high school comes up to talk to you and your natural reaction is just to
Mine was always dry. My mouth would get dry, I think.
well exactly.
Okay.
So I guess you like it's not like I let my mouth fill with spit because I was self-conscious about what it would sound like to like gulp, right?
Right,
So
of course.
I didn't want to do that.
Because you don't want your mom to look over and be like, what are you gulping
hear
at?
me gulp.
Yeah.
But I think it is more of a like your mouth becomes dry, so you have to like really wet it.
Yeah, no, that's
is
fair.
what that natural reaction is. I think.
That's totally fair, and now that you've explained it, I understand it. But at first, man, that was funny. Anyway, so I'm sitting there watching Cameron Diaz, mouth full of spit,
as you do.
as you do, full of spit. Okay, mine are okay. Mine are a little weird.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut around this probably.
I cut it out of the last time we talked about this. That we mentioned some things in You Made It Weird episode. There was some stuff I was like, I don't want to tell people that, but I guess I'm doing.
You cut it out.
I cut some stuff out
Oh, okay.
about
Wow.
my about.
I thought we put these
learning
out
about my body.
raw, unedited.
I just edit. So, no, here's what it is. The things I
You
edit
make
out.
yourself look good and me bad, don't you?
Yeah, I don't edit any of your weird stuff. No, I just edit. The real reason I took it out was because it was just slow. It was like a bit boring, and
yeah.
we had already covered it. And then
Okay,
I
well-
felt like going back and talking more.
Take 2 on it and don't make it boring this time. And let's see if you can make it good.
Okay, my sexual awakening was probably. Are you familiar with Star Wars?
I love Star Wars. Very,
Yeah.
very good. This is getting
Yeah.
boring already. This is getting boring.
So the new ones.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
That's my sexual awakening. I'm saying is Rey from a year ago.
Oh, okay.
It's been silent until
Who's
the
the
new
actress
Star Wars.
that plays that? Who's Ray or the actor? Who is it?
Alison Dornigan.
Nice. Checks out. Sounds good. So that's
Can't
yours?
remember. No, okay, here it is for real.
You had
Two
a
things.
chance to make this more interesting than the last time.
I tried. I was trying to do a joke. I was like, "Oh, Star Wars," but then you'd think it was the original ones, but no, it was actually the recent ones. Ha ha, Peter.
Did you say Star Wars or Star Trek?
I said Star Wars.
Oh, that's why I said immediately boring.
I have to
'Cause I
cut
thought
all
you-
this
I thought
out.
You said Star Trek.
No, Star Trek. That's real though. Tasha Yar. Hello, season 1. When she bones Data.
Oh, season 1 of the next gen.
Yeah. Anyway, the
Okay,
real answer.
Yeah.
The real answer is twofold. The weird part and the part that I think most people are kind of with me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that everyone's probably with me, unfortunately, is cartoons. But hey, I'm a kid.
Jessica Rabbit.
Princess Jasmine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Any of the Disney princesses for sure.
Now, here's where it gets a little weird because on top of that, we were also watching that Batman series with Adam West. Or Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
So remember in the
Just when they just like slide down the pole, and you're like, that's cool too.
yeah, that would be cool too. And the mouth just full of spit. I would no. What it was when they would get like lightly tied up at the end and be like, "How are we gonna get free?" And they're all just
so
like trying to get
loosely
out.
tied up. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So that plus Jasmine led to some pretty weird, weird thoughts. Some pretty weird
so
amounts
Adam
of spit
West
in my mouth.
Is my takeaway from this. Adam West being
A
lightly
young,
tied up.
or who played Robin? Like a young tied up Robin, probably a little bit.
Yeah, I don't remember that actor's name. I only remember my Robin was Chris O'Donnell. That's my Robin from
Chris O'Donnell.
Peter. What?
Peter. Whoa, hello.
From
Is your mouth full of spit right now?
oh god, from when you're dressed in my dreams. No, from Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Oh, that
Val
guy.
Kilmer as Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Maybe my third favorite Bruce Wayne.
Second favorite. What's your second
New
favorite?
question. Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman power rankings.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
I'm gonna say
Yep.
Will Arnett. Number one.
Oh, I forgot.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
of
Bit
course.
of a left field. You're like,
Yeah.
But Lego Batman
Yeah.
had the sadness of Bruce Wayne down. Like
Yeah.
how
The lonely.
the lonely he is when he goes home and he just microwaves something alone in his bat cave and he just watches it beep and cook. And you're like, that's it. That's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And he pushes everybody away that wants to get close to him. So I put Will Arnett as number one.
Yep. At my number one is probably still Adam West because of the
Because of the
sexual
sex
awakening.
thing. Yeah.
But also because isn't he supposed to be the world's greatest detective? That's the only guy. Like I saw him regularly doing constant detective work. All the other Batmans just like straight up murder people and then pretend they don't murder people.
They don't murder people.
Yeah,
he doesn't
they
murder.
do.
I mean, but he basically
new ones?
leaves people to die. He's like, I didn't
Yeah.
kill them. Batman doesn't kill, but I've snapped this guy's legs and arms so badly and left them to for someone else to deal with.
The henchman's on the ground. He's just like, I don't have other job prospects. I was only able to do security guard work, and now I'm probably not going to walk for like 10 years. I'm going to have to go through extensive physio. You've ruined my entire life.
Oh my God. He snapped my arms. He snapped my arms in half. I'll never be able, I can't hold a gun. I can't lift a gun. That's the one thing I have to do.
He sliced me with his bat things. I'm probably going to bleed out. I'm going to
God.
die later.
Oh no. They see the bat signal in the air and they're just like, oh God, we gotta
Just shoot me.
just kill me.
Yeah, is there... Can we have the Suicide Squad instead? I think they just shoot people.
Batman henchmen just begged to be killed.
Please, kill me. This is torture.
I smell a sketch.
Coming up
for
next
it.
on our channel.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so wait, that was the question you looked up for good podcast content. Was there more? Were there...
The Sexual Awakening. Oh well, we didn't quite finish Batman's. I'll quickly go through them because why not?
It feels
then
important.
number 2, I'm putting Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Then I'm putting Val Kilmer as number
Fair.
3, as I
Okay.
said, and then I'm putting as kind of the worst, maybe the worst one. Don't love it. George Clooney. Oh, Ben Affleck is before George Clooney.
Right. Oh, George Clooney's the worst one?
George Clooney's the worst. Yeah.
Why is he the worst? He's so handsome and rich.
Yeah, but
in
Bruce
real
Wayne
life.
isn't just handsome. He's like what I said. There's a darkness to him. There's a
Right.
There's a sadness, and I think
Yeah.
George Clooney has the best life, and only ever talks about that. And it just George Clooney's not a great actor, right?
Yeah, he really
he's
isn't.
good,
Yeah.
but he's like a movie star. He's
There's gotta
whoever
be-
he
Yeah.
doesn't transform.
There needs to be a word for great line deliverer. So it's like, yeah, you're not an actor. You're just really good at like being on camera and saying things.
Yeah, he's one of our classic movie stars that we have left.
Yeah.
That's good for nothing other than being a handsome leading man.
Tom
in a
Cruise is
rom-com.
kind of like that, but he's actually a very good actor. Like, I think he's a good actor, but he just like only does action stuff. Like, I think he could do good acting.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise is a good actor, and we have nothing bad to say about Tom Cruise, because if he's listening, the Church of Scientology reached out before Peter, and they said
Oh.
if we ever slam Tom Cruise, they'll
Yeah.
come for our podcast. They'll
Was
come
it
for
the
everything.
miscavige wife comment I made a couple episodes?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did mention that, and again, we're big fans of Tom Cruise around
fans.
here.
We totally know where she is. Everything's fine. Nothing's weird about
he
your...
hasn't- He's not
Yeah.
covering up murders. He hasn't done a murder.
Wait, that's okay. Let's get deep with it now, because that makes me think like we don't know, but probably, you know what I mean with Tom Cruise. But like, can I still watch Tom Cruise movies? Should we not be watching Tom Cruise movies?
Here's the thing. He seems to be the one guy that we've all said, yeah, no, he's we're watching every one of his movies. We all know he's weird, and we've been saying that he's weird forever.
Yeah.
But everybody watches his movies.
Yeah, we're
Right,
all
what?
good to watch the movies.
And I watch them all because there's no secrets going to come out about that guy.
Because
He's protected.
Right.
Nothing bad, truly cancelable, will really
come
ever
out.
come out about Tom Cruise because he's.
So wait, are you saying we
Protected.
can enjoy Tom Cruise movies because
we
no one will
think
ever
he's-
find out all the bad shit he did because we'll never know?
Okay, talking about
I
things that
think
maybe
you
we
just
could
got-
edit out later. Maybe
I
you
think
edit
you
all
just
that
got us
out.
canceled.
Yeah, that might have. Maybe we edit all that out.
We know. Okay, wait. Okay, I want to do my Batmans. You know what? No, that's not going to be interesting. We're going to cut it out anyway. Let's cut to. Can we just cut to the moment after I cut out me trying to rank all my Batmans?
Yeah. You know what? We're going to just cut to some commercials right now. That'll make it nice and easy. Let's take a break. This podcast is brought to you by Tom Cruise movies. They're the best. Nothing is wrong with them. And we love Tom Cruise around here. This podcast is brought to you by fake mustaches. Put a fake mustache on your mustache. Disguise yourself It's a lot of fun. We've got some here, right here, fake mustaches from the dollar store. They're wonderful, and you can have a lot of fun with those.
This podcast is also brought to you by Green Chew. Green Chew, the new pill. The new pill for if you've had too many blue chews and you need to get rid of that boner.
And you know what? This podcast is also brought to you by Jokes on You. Here's some actual ads. And we're back from those actual ads. I don't know what they were. I just place an ad placement.
Yeah.
People have been saying they're, for movies. So and that's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
in all transparency here, this is either going to be a big moment of revealing, of exposing you or exposing maybe the company or something, but so people are listening to ads on our podcast.
Yeah, there's
you
some
haven't been
ads off
telling
the
me about
top.
this, or
Yes,
I haven't been seeing any revs.
Well, you don't. I guess you don't listen to the episodes or check them out. And
I watch them on YouTube.
Wow. Okay. So if you're listening on your Spotify, there are some ads throughout.
Where's the sweet payouts?
We don't have anybody listening to this, so so it's not paying off yet. But if you like the podcast, do like and subscribe, share it with a friend.
Please
That'd be
do.
the nicest thing that you do.
Please share it with a friend.
Let's go on to another one of these awesome questions because
Yep.
this has been so far. I'm in focus, tech issue free. It's
Nothing's
beautiful.
going wrong. This is good so far.
This is a classic question. I have heard this asked before. If someone gives you an elephant, you're not allowed to sell it. You can't give it away. You have to keep it.
Okay.
What do you do with it?
I have to keep it. I can't give it away.
You have to keep it. You can't give it away. You can't. You have. What do you do?
Maybe I'm a terrible capitalist guy or something, but my immediate thought is to monetize it, especially in Vancouver.
Sure.
So I'm I'll probably find a field. I think I would try to take out a loan right away so that I could build something, get some land and build something for it.
Yeah.
I have a 1-bedroom apartment.
Right.
It won't fit.
No. You can't fit an elephant in there.
And there's a little alley beside my building, but he might have to stand there and just eat the pine tree.
Yeah.
This is going to be a problem.
It's
I'm
gonna
going to
be a big
be I'm going to be in trouble immediately for feeding this thing. So I think immediately go to the bank and be like, "Listen, we got a situation. I need a loan. I need a loan for land and some fencing."
Yeah, and you got to feed this thing, and it needs water. That's for sure. It needs to
Right.
be able to dip its little trunk into a puddle and spit it over itself and stuff like that.
I mean, the water should be okay in Vancouver. I can find a little marshy. Can they survive in marsh swamps?
I'm sure they're a hardy animal.
Yeah, and they're also very smart. So I guess I would try to interact with it.
That's right. They say that an elephant never forgets. We've all heard it. We've all heard that. And that's how smart they are, that they do not forget.
Yeah, so I obviously would not do any harm to it ever.
Don't
'cause I don't
cross
want,
an elephant.
Yeah, I'm not going to cross it.
Yeah.
So wait, what would you do? You have an elephant right now. I know where you live. You don't have elephant room. You got a backyard, though.
There's a backyard. There's a nice dirt patch. I do feel like I could have an elephant in the backyard. It wouldn't be able to move around at all.
They're so
And I
big.
don't know how you'd get it back there. We've thought about we should have a hot tub in the backyard. Let's rent a
Yeah.
hot tub. And then we're like, how do you get the hot tub back there? What, through the tiny alley? So if we're already having trouble with hot tubs and how we're going to squeeze that through, well, God forbid, how does an elephant get back there?
I mean, I guess that's a question or
Stomps
another
over
question
the
to your
garage,
question.
and then we just build the garage back up around it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm wondering is you're saying in your question you suddenly have an elephant.
Yeah.
So does it suddenly appear where you need it to be? You can place where it suddenly appears, or is it just a 50-50 chance it's going to appear right in your inside your house?
Magic also exists in this world. I said you have an elephant. That wasn't part of it. You have
Okay,
an
but I'm
elephant, and also you can do magic now. Well, you can do it. It suddenly appears. Well, then you could suddenly make it disappear. You've taken this question into the wrong place.
I'm not trying to make magic exist. I'm just saying, in your hypothetical, is the elephant on the way from India or something? And they're like, hey, you have to sign for this elephant?
I don't know where the elephant's coming from.
Then just don't sign for it, is what I'm saying. Be like, no.
You have to. It's the question. You have to take it.
See, but that sounds like magic. That
It's
there's some
not.
sort of rule.
It walked. It just. Let's just say it just shows up. It just shows
Like
up.
magic.
Oh my gosh! It's not like magic. Magic doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay. So
So it flies in.
Okay,
Like
flies
the
in.
movies. It
Yeah.
flies in because movies are real. And it flies
Dumbo
to
drop.
you. Yes, exactly.
So then you don't have to worry about the alley. They'll Dumbo drop it right into the back
yeah,
alley
they
and
Dumbo
fly
drop
off.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
so there. Now we've got the elephant in the backyard without magic. Oh my god.
It's probably wrecking
We
your hot tub.
parachuted it in.
Yeah. Okay. So now you don't have to worry
Parachuted it.
about getting
Parachuted it. We parachuted it in. Huh.
You know what you could
That
do
was tough to say.
is at its height, you could start building some stuff on the elephant, and like you could have a roaming apartment. So that could be kind of fun.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's not magic. That's just great architecture, which is sometimes like magic.
I'm
Bring
thinking
him
Lord of
up
the
every
Rings
single
style.
episode. Frank Lloyd Wright, favorite architect of the podcast. We love him. The way he makes waterfalls fall out of nowhere. It's like magic. So we can
And the
make a
important
house
distinction
on
is
top
it's
of this
like
elephant.
magic. It's
Yeah.
like magic, not it is magic.
With flowing waterfalls. Okay, so we get Frank Lloyd Wright to he's probably dead. He is to make and design a house for this elephant, and we like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Remember
And
that-
as long as the
remember that
elephant
movie?
never rolls over or lies down, it's
Yeah.
going to be amazing.
And there's a waterfall coming out of basically nowhere. It's like sort of like magic, and then
Yeah.
that's what the elephant eats. Or
Right
I
back
don't
to
know.
magic.
Do they eat water?
They don't eat water. They
I
drink.
don't
I mean,
know
they
shit
drink
about
it.
elephants.
I think they eat grass. Do they eat grass or like crickets? Are they like lizards?
I
I think they just eat grass.
don't know.
They eat grass, but there's bugs in the grass.
When I picture an elephant in my mind, it's holding a little piece of bamboo in its little hand.
Yeah, definitely some bamboo in the hand.
I don't.
Wait, bamboo?
Yeah. Oh no.
We might have to cut this out because we don't know. We just exposing. We don't know anything about any.
I don't
like,
know.
Almost
this feels
anything.
like it's broken down. This feels
is
like
breaking
these
down.
questions have broken the podcast.
They are kind of messing the vibe a little bit. 'cause
We're at a
usually
stand.
we do like
Yeah.
usually there's like a plot or like some sort of a thing happening.
Yeah,
this is
we're
just
at a
questions.
standstill. I
Yeah.
feel like we've come to
We've run out of content.
we've broken the podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely there's something wrong. There's something like that's not clicking anymore with the.
Well, technically it's perfect, right? Sound wise, it's good.
Yeah, my camera's
I'm
still good.
so-
I'm good.
Okay,
Yep.
I got a guy.
So,
I got a podcast guy. I'll just phone him.
podcast repair guy.
Yeah, he'll come and he'll just fix the podcast.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, absolutely call him. We have this is going so poorly. You got to call him.
Okay, so I'm just gonna phone him.
Are his rates good?
I think he's one of those guys that he comes, he assesses it, he'll give us an assessment of what it'll cost to fix the podcast, and then he'll let us know, like a good mechanic.
Yeah,
He'll be like, "This is what needs to be done. Do you want to do it?"
right.
And then it's up to
Okay.
us. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna phone him. Hey, yeah, it broke down. Yeah, it's Chris. He already had me in my.
Yeah, it's Chris.
Yeah, you put me in. Yeah, I met him walking, and I was listening to a podcast that I wasn't really liking, and I was like being vocal about it. So I just hold for a sec, and I was being very vocal about like this podcast is boring.
Yeah,
And then so
something's wrong with it.
something's wrong, and then he fixed it right then and there. Are
He
you there?
jumped on their podcast. Okay.
Okay, yeah, as soon as you can. Great. See you soon. So he's on
Sweet.
his way.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, he's on his way.
Is it kind of like an emergency service? Like he's on it now, or is it like a
He's-
week? We have to wait a week.
No. He'll be now. It's an emergency thing. He'll come by. It'll all be COVID safe, I'm sure. We'll just let him in. He's good. He's good. He says, we'll see what he says. I think
Yeah.
he doesn't have COVID. Oh, I heard the doorbell. One sec.
You
One
think?
sec.
You think he doesn't have COVID? I wasn't even thinking about that until you said that.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Let me take a look at this. Let me just take a look at this. No, you stay over there.
Oh, you guys are doing
Okay.
you're doing like a distancing thing. He's got to.
Yeah.
Not be a part of this?
I have symptoms, so stay 6 feet away.
Shouldn't you be?
Stay
you be
6
wear-
feet away.
Shouldn't you be wearing a mask or
Okay.
something? Like,
No, you don't need to wear a mask. Haven't you been in the listening to the rules? Hi, my name's Hank, by the way.
Hi,
if you
Hank.
have symptoms,
Okay.
stay 6 feet. That's the social distance.
No, 6 feet is for everybody all the time, forever.
I don't think so. If you have COVID symptoms, 6 feet from somebody, and just make sure that you don't get any closer than that, and then everything's fine and you're all good.
But you can still go into their homes.
Of course you can, as long as they're 6 feet.
Okay, but that's not why
Keep
we're here.
a length of a tall, above average man.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, but that's not what we're here to solve. We're here to solve
My dad is 6 feet, and I always keep
Okay.
a one dad's length from everybody, and then I don't spread it. Spread it.
Okay, good.
The doctors did tell me I'm asymptomatic, though, and I definitely have it.
So you have symptoms, but they're not.
No, I'm
symptoms.
asymptomatic.
So you have
I'm
no symptoms.
a symptomatic man. I have lots of.
Okay, sir. Sir, that's not what. You know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't super like. I feel like we've talked about this too much. Like, I don't care about my friend's well-being that much. Like, I care about him a little bit, but like
Yeah.
at this point, I care about the podcast more.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, get it out, get it all out into the air.
Yeah.
What is the?
You can rid it from your body by coughing. It's the thing.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you're probably going to kill Chris, but what I'm wondering is how can we save this podcast? Like, are you able to pop the hood on this podcast and figure out
Oh
what's going
yeah,
on?
no, that's what I'm here for. We're not here to talk about my symptoms
Yeah,
of,
we're not
of
worried
COVID.
about. Yeah, we're not worried about
But
that.
yeah, we want to make this podcast pop, right? We want
Yes.
to make it lift off the metaphorical page, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You want it to feel toasty in someone's ears when they're listening to it. You
Yeah,
want 'em
exactly.
to-
And we want to keep the pace up. Like, we want to keep it
Pace.
interesting the whole time.
Okay, you want the pace up. You want the interest. Did you try Googling really good podcast questions?
Yeah, Chris, that's
Yeah?
actually why we're calling you, because Chris did that, and we
What?
found that it was kind of like, why are they talking about this? Like,
You're kidding me.
It kind of ran out of steam.
What was the question? Chris, what was the question? I asked about elephants, and if you had one, what would you do with one? Okay, well that's your problem right there. That's a bad question.
That's a bad question.
It's not an interesting question. What? How's the elephant get there? Magic? That's the only way an elephant could just all of a sudden come here.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying, right?
Oh,
It's
did
like
you say
didn't-
that?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's magic, right?
Well, did you
How does
follow-
it get into?
Did you follow that thread, or did you shoot him down? Yeah. Okay. You
Yeah,
got
he kinda
shot
shot
down.
me down.
You got shot down.
Yeah, he shot me down.
All right, let's pop the hood on this podcast.
Okay,
here.
yeah, that'd be great, because honestly, what we're looking for, like what Chris and I were hoping it would run like, is like fast paced, but like really interesting. Every episode, people want to listen to it because they're like, oh, I don't know what we're gonna have next.
Yeah.
and happy with it every time. So
Yeah.
they were hoping maybe it's like is it a timing belt issue or something, or
Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna need to replace the timing belt there for sure. That you know about this stuff.
well, I looked. I know a few things about comedy, but not like a lot about comedy podcasts, and like. I thought I would know enough to at least keep it on the road. but
you're
we
gonna
are just
wanna,
all over the place.
Yeah, you're gonna want to speed that up. There's lots of ways you could do that. You could
Okay.
speed it up in post, give it a 1.25 time if you want.
Should I be doing that?
No, I don't think so. There's people that you can sort of do that on your own app if you want.
Oh, so maybe
that
I-
is an option.
we
But you
could recommend that people do
yeah,
that.
you could
Okay,
recommend
okay,
people do that. Let's see, timing belt. Oh yeah, that's all rusted to shit. Oh yeah, that's old. It's like
The
it's like
timing's
you
really
haven't
old.
really been doing comedy for like a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
some
the
people-
last time you did comedy,
Yeah.
it was pre-COVID.
Some people might say we never started.
Oh, okay, yeah. With a comment like that though, no way. That was funny.
Oh,
That was
okay,
funny.
good. Oh, see,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about.
This is great stuff.
So,
Okay.
hey, can Chris still hear? Is he still in the room, or
Yeah, Chris,
or do
you
you have
here?
headphones in or something?
No, he's got headphones in. He's
Got headphones in.
Yeah, he's got headphones in. What are you listening to? WTF with Mark Maron. Nice. Now that's a good podcast.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
But so can this one be? So
So, well, I'm going to stop
Harry-
you right there because that
okay.
sentence, it didn't really make sense, did it? So can this one be?
So too can this one be.
So too can this one be. I think. I mean, it's getting a bit Shakespearean. Do you want to really bark up that tree? Because that's boring. Have you ever seen a Shakespeare show?
Listen, Harry. Is it Harry?
I think.
Harry.
Yeah.
I first of all, yes, I've seen some. Yeah,
Sorry.
get it all out. Get all that COVID out.
get it
so
out.
I have seen some Shakespeare shows, but what I kind of what I'm asking you is like Chris can't hear. So can I just ask you like a question between Mechanic and I?
No, you can't hear. Yeah, for sure.
Is the problem with the podcast like maybe Chris?
I'm gonna say so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
absolutely.
Chris problem,
Oh,
or is it
you
a
can-
Peter? It
No.
could be me.
Because you've made me laugh. You
Yeah,
made me
with-
laugh already. I
Like
came in and
so
you laughed
we
at
never
one of-
started. We never did comedy.
Exactly. That was
Yeah.
great. So the problem's not really with you, is it?
Yeah,
it's with
it's
that
like a
guy
Chris.
over there.
It's the
right?
Chris, right?
He's coming in. He's got all these questions that he's Googled. Like he hasn't
Yeah.
made up his own mind about what
Yeah.
would be interesting. Like where
Yeah.
the questions aren't coming from his heart, and I think that's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They weren't like from the heart. They weren't.
And that's what I'm seeing when
Natural
I popped open.
questions.
The timing belt's rusted to shit, and there's
Yeah.
the heart it's not there. There's
no
no
heart.
heart. Yeah.
No heart. Rusty timing belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really, you want to pick up the pace. Just be way better and way funnier. And,
Yeah.
And get a heart for the podcast.
So I heard a piece of advice once from I don't know if you know him, Bill Burr. Bill Burr has like podcasts.
Oh yeah, I
He
like
said-
that guy.
Yeah, and he was just like, just know that your first 100 are gonna suck. So is that a thing? Like, are we gonna naturally get better, or do we need to make changes?
Oh, what did he? Is that how he said it, or did he say it differently than that?
He probably said your first 100 are gonna suck.
Yeah, that sounds like him. So basically, you just got to keep cranking them out and not stop. But I mean,
Yeah.
if your timing belt's already rusted, you got to fix it. You can't get hard in there sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah, I know what
I
you
got
mean.
a guy. Do you want me to call you, get you some heart for this?
Yeah, so that's I guess what I'm wondering. Is it possible to replace the Chris and the timing belt?
Yeah, we could replace that pretty quickly, or
Yeah.
we could, make Chris better somehow. We could try
Hey,
that.
okay,
Yeah, we
yeah.
can
Because then I
sorta
don't have to
like,
do the firing thing.
Yeah. I didn't bring any heart with me, but I do have a guy.
Oh, you got a guy.
I got a guy.
You're gonna call a
let me
guy.
phone him and he'll come over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Got a guy. Excuse me. I'm just clearing my throat for speaking into the phone.
Yeah, get all that COVID out. Is it? Is this something? Is it going to take a while? Like, can I just maybe leave or?
No. Oh no, I don't think it'll take that long. Do
Okay,
you
I'm
have
just gonna.
to? You have to. Go
I'm gonna
pee
get
or
a
something?
snack. Yeah, I think.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
get
just
a
go
snack. Get a snack.
Okay. All right. So let me know how that goes.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's me. It's Harry or Hank.
How's the cough going?
Well, the doctor says it is COVID.
It is COVID.
Yeah, it's one of the symptoms.
Yeah.
A cough is a symptom of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So maybe if you could just come in on Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, then just to minimize how often you're in the office.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. I will do that.
Yeah.
I do have some plans.
Okay.
On Monday.
Yeah, that's
and,
that's
and
fine. I gave you that.
Friday.
Yeah, I
of
gave
this
you those
week.
days off.
Right, but I
I
don't.
said Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay, I don't really need those days off because we could start maybe in 3 weeks or something. 'Cause
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, why don't we go back to the office? You and I will stay in our tiny, tiny office and we'll just kind of shake hands and come up with an agreement together. But for right now, we should probably fix this podcast.
All right, let's get some. So as you can see, if you pop the hood there,
Yeah. Here, let me just
some
get
heart.
out my binary.
sort of
Okay.
gone to shit.
Yeah. All right, let me take a look here. I'm going
Whole
to get out
thing's
my
gone to
questionnaire. Hang on. Okay. Here we go. I found it. Checklist here. Okay. Did you check the timing belt?
Yeah, no, I checked it. It's rusted to shit.
Timing belt's rusted to shit. Okay, that's no good. Check for that. Okay. Did you see is the referencator busted at all?
It is a bit busted. It says here the last references have been Operation Dumbo Drop. So
okay.
that's pretty
that's
old.
bad. Yeah.
And what else was referenced before?
Referencerator's busted.
Oh yeah, they were talking about that boat a lot. So they're trying to
okay,
be
yeah.
topical. They're trying to be topical, but
that's
I
the
mean,
topical altimeter. That's doing so. That's okay though, because that's like this
depends
week.
on when this comes out.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. Yeah, and if somebody listens to it like a year from now, which I don't know why they would.
So that's gone to shit too.
Okay,
We'll
that's
say
gone to
that.
shit. So you want to we're going to replace the referencerator. It says here that one of them thought the guy was talking about Star Trek, but he was talking about Star Wars. Is that?
Yeah, there's a classic misunderstandings happening.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's
It's
just
pretty
gone
bad.
To shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's gone to shit. Okay, what about their? What about the character generator? What's their?
Well,
what's their character generator stuck on?
It seems to be stuck on just shitty Archer, shitty
Yeah.
John Benjamin, shitty
Benjamin.
Bob's Burgers guy.
Bob's Burgers. Yeah,
And it seems
So-
to be like set on multiply. So there's only characters like that coming in.
Oh, so you're telling me they do a scene with two different characters,
And they're
but
exactly the same.
one of them would not know what to do and come in with the exact same character.
Yeah. Oh my God. And the meta theatrical button is on lock. It's like it's self-referential now.
Yeah, it's like seems like it's stuck down. Like maybe somebody spilled some Coca-Cola in it and then pushed the button when it was
Oh
sticky.
God. Yeah. No. This
Okay.
is just. This is too much. It's like Inception levels of.
Yeah, but
of
not in a
deep-
good, more
Yeah.
like Tenet. You know what I mean? Like not good.
Yeah, like Christopher Nolan, but not good.
Yeah.
See, these are good
Those are the references
These
you
are
want
the
to see, yeah?
referencings
Because
that
you knew the
do.
director, the two of the films, like we made a good reference.
Yeah, exactly. And this
Okay.
is the thing. This is what they should be doing, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It
actually,
says
you know
here.
what? You know
Yeah.
what? I got a question. Maybe we should just do the podcast. I got a question.
Hey, why don't I put this binder away and let's
Yeah.
just get after it?
Yeah, I googled really good podcast questions.
Okay, yeah, sock it
Yeah.
to me.
So let's take this. You mind if we take this podcast for a spin?
Yeah, let them know we got to just check it out.
They said yes.
All right, let's
Okay.
get this podcast out on the open road. See how she
All
does.
right. Okay. So, if you had to have a song play for you
Okay.
every time you enter a room for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
the song just plays loudly. What's that song?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with the 1812 Overture. Yeah, the timing belt is ruined on this
Timing's,
podcast.
shit on this thing.
The referencerator-
Shit.
All I thought of was a decent classical song.
Yeah.
That's
no.
boring.
Mine would be. See, it's just the timing.
It's not working. It's
timing's
not.
off.
Yeah, this podcast sucks.
Jeez, there's no fixing this.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this question? And we
Okay.
love this. How many windows do you think are in New York City?
Whoa. Okay.
That's a good
Okay.
one. Okay.
Listen.
Yeah.
How many windows are in New York City? I'm gonna go 10 million.
And I'm going to say 11 million. So there we go. Timing
Okay,
has been good.
yeah.
This has been a good back and forth.
It's starting to improve. It's starting to improve.
There's no need to dissect that question because
Yeah.
just
Yeah, we'll just
know.
give a straightforward guess based on just a quick assumption of how many windows. No content to mine there, I guess, but at least it flowed.
Oh God! Did it ever flow? Did it
Yeah.
ever flow? All right, let's just. I got a rapid fire question for you to really.
I'm
test
ready
out
for
the
rapid fire.
timing.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
really,
timing bell, let's
really,
go.
test out the timing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how people are hunters or gatherers
Yeah.
back in the day?
Yep.
You know that? What do you think you are, hunter or a gatherer?
Gatherer.
Yeah, I'm a hunter.
Yeah, I don't think strongly of myself, but I guess maybe that's even kind of problematic to think that a gatherer is not as good.
No,
you know what I mean?
everything- No, everything is valid.
They're both valid.
They're both
and
valid
necessary.
things. They're both needed. You need to have a hunter, and you need to have someone gathering the things that are hunted.
And I think I'm a gatherer because I like to set things up in the house and I like to take care of the house.
You like to have it like sort of nest a little bit.
You know it. I
And
love
I'm
a good nest.
I'm a hunter. I like
Yeah.
to. I like to go out there.
Yeah.
I like to feel good, providing for my family.
Yeah, I like it.
In the classic sense, going out there making money, working hard, coming back, and then it's nice to have a nice place to sort of sit around after that.
Yeah, I don't think the timing belt's going very well. I think because weren't these supposed to be rapid fire?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
timing belt's still shot.
if you'll notice,
Yeah.
if you look at the heart section there, you'll notice that There's something
God.
there. There's a little beating heart there.
Oh my God.
Because when you said that you're a gatherer, and
Yeah.
I said I'm a hunter, and then we said both are needed.
Yeah, we kind of got vulnerable.
Yeah, we got vulnerable a little
Yeah,
bit.
we got to be vulnerable with it.
And I just want to say that I really like I like working for you.
Was that a bit of blood that time?
Yeah, I guess it is. It's okay. You're not gonna get it.
No, I'm not. Personally, I'm not.
I want you to know that you're the best boss that I've ever had.
Hey,
Hey,
Hank and Harry, you're the. Let me tell you something.
yeah.
My name's Harvey, asshole. Let me tell you something.
All right. Yeah.
I've never been more proud to work side by side with somebody.
Don't say
As-
it.
No, I'm gonna say it, okay.
Don't.
I've never been as proud to work with somebody as I
okay.
have been
Do it.
to work with you repairing podcasts over these many years.
Oh, that's good. That feels good. Can I
Yeah.
like working with you repairing podcasts too over the years? I wouldn't replace it for anything.
Me neither. I won't replace it.
I'll never replace it.
Remember Reply All?
Yeah.
Remember when we met? Remember when Reply All was just two people just hitting each other and not saying anything, and we were like, "What
Yeah.
if you investigated stories about the internet and then told them to people?"
Yeah, exactly. That was our idea.
That was our idea.
No. It was your idea. And I said yes to it.
Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have come up with that if you weren't there too.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I feel seen.
You remember WTF with Mark Maron?
Yeah, I do.
That was like our third gig.
I know. And he used to do interviews where he just started being like, hey, why, we have beef. Let's sort our beef out.
It was just drama.
and
he
just
wa-
bring up old drama.
Yeah, and he wanted to call it "What the absolute fuck is this piece of shit?"
Yeah.
And I was
we
like,
said,
shorten it.
yeah, it's cleaner. Yeah, it's cleaner. And Eddie Pepitone used to be on it, and we told Mark to get rid of that.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. 'cause
Get
who
rid of Eddie
cares?
Pepitone. Nobody cares anymore about Eddie Pepitone.
But you know what? That was great. What if we tell these two chumps, we can do this. We can fix this one, huh? Why don't we
Hey.
fix one for old time's sake?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, let's charge them the usual rates.
Oh, of course we're gonna charge them.
Yeah, we're gonna make lots and lots of money.
Charge them.
We don't have to do it just for the old time's sake. I mean,
Let's
we could
tell
actually.
them. Let's tell them that they need to just change it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just do something different.
just be different people, maybe.
Yeah,
even.
just change it.
Have more, different characters.
Yeah.
That they can do.
Yeah, that's good.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Yeah.
Get vulnerable once in a while. Don't ask
Vulnerable.
dumb questions about, elephants.
Exactly. No more elephant questions. All right, let's go tell them.
You
Well,
want
then-
to tell it?
Let's tell them at the same time.
Okay.
Hey,
Like
guys.
literally at the same. Oh, sorry. Literally at the same,
same
time?
time.
Yeah.
Hey,
Classic. Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey
You
guys.
listening?
Are you listening?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. Sure. How's it going? What's up?
We think. Are you
sorry.
sick? Are you sick?
no.
Oh, no, you got it.
Oh no! I got
Got
COVID.
it. Oh, this costs $4,000, by the way.
This time. It's
This podcast was brought to you by not the new Top Gun movie. Don't watch it. You know what? Don't watch it. There. Fixed.
This podcast was also brought to you by making up your mind. You're your own person, and if you want to watch the new Top Gun movie, like I probably will, but maybe I won't tell many people about it, you can do that. Make up your mind today.
This podcast has been brought to you by a passive-aggressive co-host. If you have something to say to me, why don't you say it to my face?
This podcast has been brought to you by open aggression towards your co-host. Yeah, you want me to say something, you little piece of shit? Yeah, you don't like how I have slightly different opinions about maybe I can watch a Tom Cruise movie if I want? Why don't you come a little closer so I can box your ears?
This podcast brought to you by Bring It. Yeah, bring it, dude. I'm ready. I have a VR headset and I have been playing a boxing game. So get ready to be jabbed with my left hand because my right hand is really sore from playing the game.
This podcast is also brought to you by slight pause and a bit of a sadder tone, followed by it also being brought to you by. Are we cool, Chris? Is everything okay?
This podcast brought to you by a big swallow, a gulp, and affirmation that we're okay. And this podcast also brought to you by I'm sorry.
This podcast is also brought to you by Sattva Mattresses. Use the coupon code RESTTODAY, Peter and Chris ! For 5% on your purchase. That's right, 5 extra % added to your purchase of a new Sattva mattress.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network. Sonar!
Oops, drop the podcast.
What if people liked and also subscribed?
I think we're just down here to kill time.